May profits be upon you. Welcome to another Forex forecast. Now, listen, this is an interweek uh, forecast. All right, but I want to correct something that I left out in my gold weekly Forex forecast that I posted yesterday, and I'm ashamed of myself. All I can do is apologize for the omission and promise to try and do better. Well, this is the deal. What I pointed out was this uh, bullish fair value gap that we had formed here, and I said uh, before this candle, today's candle formed, I said we are sitting in a bullish fair value gap, therefore I am bullish. But my intent, I even had it in my notes. My intent was to tell you that I'm tentatively uh, bullish because you see, we didn't have a breakaway gap on the next candle after uh, after this expansion candle here, right? We didn't close above the range of that candle, all right? And and this is obvious, all right? Yeah, the other candle did close above it, but it was quickly reversed, and that's why we ended up back here. And we got this little bit of daylight. All right. Whenever I see this kind of candle pattern, all right, it's not when I see the candles open and close in this fashion, I tend to think that this low, the low of this candle, is now vulnerable because this candle here didn't close above the previous expansion candle. All right, this one closed within the range of this one, so we have two candles that are not expanding. So it lets me think that there's some business to be taken care of, to be tended to down here. I did not mention that yesterday, and again, I apologize because I should have said I don't have the highest hopes for this bullish fair value gap, which is something that you've normally seen me do in my previous analysis videos. All right, because I'll point out, oh, we didn't expand past this high, so I'm looking at this low being vulnerable, and that's exactly what happened. We came right for this low. So what happens here? What happens after this? Well, what I was what I should have pointed out was the weekly, and I did. I mentioned the weekly. There's a weekly fair value gap that opened up here, right? That formed right here, and this is going to be pivotal, right? Because when we go back to the daily, what do I like to point out? Intersections, right? Intersections of what? When the swing high intersects a fair value gap. We have a daily fair value gap here, folks. It was hit there when I gave the doggone uh, uh, the analysis and posted that analysis. It was there then. I just didn't highlight it. I didn't mention it, and that's my bad. All right. Shame on me. Shame on me. All right. And I'm going to make it up to you. All right. I'm pointing it out now. All right. So we have a weekly fair value gap and a daily fair value gap nested. You know, when I use that word, uh, it's because I think this fair value gap, this daily nested inside the weekly, which is intersected by this swing high here, uh, this is a pretty dependable situation here, and I think a dependable fair value gap, and I am looking for a price to find support when it reaches right chop. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to put a bullseye. I'm going to recommend. I'm going to recommend that my people watch this thing. What is really going on there? Okay, I want you to watch this area right here. This will be where the new candle opens. I'm looking for price to continue down into this and find support and bounce. I'm looking for buys from here. I'm only interested in buys. Uh, we did not have buys from here. They never set up. It was all bearish. I got the bias according to that video. I got this bias wrong. All right, and I'm not 100% all the time, but for the most part, I am. I get a pretty high percentage of accuracy when it comes to bias. But this one, I just went off script, and that's my bad. That's my bad. That's sloppy work on my part. Okay, and I'll make up for it. Watch here. Okay, watch here because this is where I'm looking for price to find support and swing back up. All right. And I want you to also notice that if we put out fibs, if we put this on a fib, all right, first of all, this is the 50% of this trading range from this high to that low. And this is the 50% mark. All right. We're coming back to the 50% mark. What did I tell you before? I like the discount. I like the premium. I like to take longs from discount areas. I like to take shorts from premium areas. All right. Here, well, I'm looking for discount arrays, and we have a fair value gap that's going to be uh, exactly what the doctor ordered. So make sure you see that. All right, and that's nested within the weekly. So this is the setup here. This is the setup. When price comes into contact with this POI, all right, we're going to go down to the 1 hour and look for a 1 hour POI, a place of interest. We're going to look for a 1 hour, and this is a big circle. Can I shrink this circle some? That's a big circle. Let me see if I can shrink just a wee bit. All right. Uh, so I'm looking for like that low, that swing low. Once price breaks that swing low, I'm looking for price to start to swing up. All right, that's a good that low that's a pretty good PD discount array, and we have relative equal lows here, right around the means threshold, the mean threshold of the daily fair value gap. All right, uh, and this also intersects with this. It aligns with the intersection of the swing high. All right, remember that swing high from the daily. Okay, so we have the intersection of the swing high. We have the daily fair value gap with the mean threshold, the 50% mean threshold of the fair value gap, and it also is nested within the weekly, which aligns with its own mean threshold right along those lines. This is going to be a strong area to be looking for price to pop. All right, let me get the circle back to a size that makes sense. All right, right there. Okay, so I'm looking for price to come in this area right here, and I'm looking for uh, price to swing back up, and that's the setup. I'm hoping that you enjoyed this video. I'm hoping that you allow me to make up for the omission of this information from my weekly forecast. All right, leave a comment in the comment section. Do leave a like if you like the video, and do share a link to this video so I can get some more comments and get some more people on board, man. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I will see you in the next video. May profits be upon you.